Hello. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing well on this fine Tuesday afternoon. Today, we are going to be drawing the last artfight attack of this week. Okay. Here we are. Okay. I'm gonna get straight into it after I have fixed my little PNG tuber. Why is she so huge? Why is she so big? What's up with that? Okay. That's better. I think. Yeah. She's a bit small, isn't she? Hold on. Let's make her... Does that work? Okay, yeah, perfect. That's what I want. Okay, let's get into it. So, as you guys can see, this is the character for today. The character belongs to... Hold on, let me check the name. The character belongs to Mantis in a Beehive. So, this is their little cat dragon persona, and I thought it looked really cute. I haven't drawn a cat in like a very long time, so I thought, okay, I'll do something. I'll do something cat related, and it's also a dragon. So here's my little sketch. This is what I came up with. Yeah, we're getting smaller and smaller. The attacks are slowly getting more simplistic every time I turn on the stream. I can tell I'm slowly, I am slowly losing my marbles, which is to be expected. But yeah, still kind of sad. So I'm hoping we can still make the most out of it. What's my sensitivity on? Pump that up. And my brush is too big. I should have set this up before I started streaming, but that's okay. So I'm just going to start off lining this piece. And I'm once again going to urge anybody to watch Stargate. So I keep rambling on about Stargate every now and then. I need you guys to watch it. I just finished SG1. I watched the whole 10 seasons. And oh my god, do I feel kind of sad that it's over. I don't have anything else to watch now. I'm very sad. I'm just happy the show ended on a semi-good note. Nowadays, if a show ends, it ends like in a really weird way. And I have to say, I didn't fully like the ending, but it also wasn't a bad ending. It didn't change or ruin anything for me. It was just a bit of a boring episode, to be honest. But if you can, please watch it. It's on Netflix right now. It's a great show from the 90s, and that's hard to say. Finding a show from the 90s that sounds good? No, not here. That's very rare. Okay, no, I don't like that. I'm going to stick to my sketch. Maybe? I don't know. No, I'm not. Not gonna stick to my sketch this time. If you have any show recommendations, I am taking those currently. I don't know. I'm usually not somebody that needs to watch something in order to just be fine. But my YouTube has been kind of dry lately, and because I can't watch Star Trek either, I'm kind of stuck. I don't really have anything to watch that I enjoy that allows me to do something while watching it. You know, I need to have something on in the background where I just need to focus a little bit, but not too much. And that's something I'm looking for. I'm going to turn down this sketch. Sorry if you can barely see it on screen, but it's kind of annoying me. Little kitty. Guys, I love cats so much. I don't even know what it is. I think right now it's just stress from work and all of that. But oh my god, the only thing that makes me happy when I come home, it's the cat. Just seeing his cute little face. It's the only thing that gets me going right now. I should be drawing more cats, I'll be honest with you. I do enjoy drawing them, but I'm not very good at drawing them. It's a really weird kind of situation that I'm in. I feel like my cats never look good, so I generally stay away out of fear. I think the nice bit about drawing something a bit smaller is that it's usually done a little bit faster because I all of a sudden don't have that many lines I need to take care of. Which is a nice change of pace. Yesterday we actually managed to stay within the limit that I've set for myself, which I'm still very proud of. I'm hoping to do the same thing with this piece again today. End my week off on a good note. Okay. So the reason why I usually don't show the sketching process on stream is because that is an incredibly private moment for me. Something about sketching, it's the worst ideas are coming out. The worst ideas. I'm just drawing bullshit in my sketching phase, so I always feel very self-conscious about that, so I'm not showing that on stream. Which I kind of hate because I would love to show like my process a little bit more and explain it. Unfortunately, my process is kind of ass. So, yeah. The thumbnailing process is usually where I kind of offload all of my stupid ideas so that I can have more space for a good idea in my head. Is the best way I can describe it. Okay, we're almost done. I'm just gonna refine some of the lines because I think 55% stabilization is my sweet spot. Anything more or less than that and I can't work. So I'm hoping this is the right one now. Okay, what are we looking at? Oh yeah, oh this is cute. This is cute, I like it. Okay, nice. Wow, record. What, that's been 10 minutes? 10 minutes? That's great, that's crazy. 10 minutes for line art is really good. Don't know if 10 minutes is good for the level of detail we're having here. It's just a headshot. It should probably be taking me a lot less time than that, but yeah. I'm actually suffering a little bit from a headache. I have the habit of like getting a headache if I've taken in too much sugar. And I have been doing nothing except eat marzipan for the last 2 days. So I think that might explain it. I definitely also feel tired, but I don't think that's from the marzipan. I think that's just general exhaustion. Also, do you guys like that my model is squishy? I added a squish animation to my PNG tuber. I'm not a fan of it. I'm leaving it on for today, just to see what people think. So far, I'm not a fan of it though. I might turn it off, but I do want a little bit of movement to be in there, but I don't think squish is the way to go. I started out with bouncy, with like adding a bit of bounce to it, like every time I speak, every time it picks up the microphone. But that doesn't sound good either. Well, it doesn't look good, I mean. It kind of was too much. I fiddled around with it, but it didn't look right. I have actually been thinking about moving back to Twitch. As much as I enjoy YouTube, it's not optimized for streaming, and you can tell. It's unfortunately one of the things I absolutely love, which is optimization, and Twitch gives me that. Twitch gives me so much more freedom in that sense. So I might actually switch back, as much as I enjoy YouTube. It's really annoying the way you have to start live streams on YouTube, so on Twitch you can just go. You can just start and be done with it. You can also make clips and everything. I don't think you can do that on YouTube, so I might switch back. We'll see. I'm currently like looking out for new games to play. after Artfight. I do want to take this streaming thing as like an opportunity to start playing more video games, because I'm not playing enough of those. If you can't believe it, actually, I've stayed away from video games the entire July. I think I've played one Overwatch game. That's it. You guys should be proud. I might as well be a video game virgin at this point. I guess I'm also kind of disappointed in Overwatch currently. The Battle Pass is kind of meh. And the game just doesn't speak to me anymore. I still like it, but honestly, I've been feeling the itch. I've been feeling the itch to go back to Valorant. I don't know what it is. I haven't played Valorant in years. Must have been 2 years now. And I love Valorant. Valorant is so funny. But I've kind of tried to stay away from every single Riot Games game as much as possible. League of Legends was not good for me. But I have kind of been itching to get back into League of Legends as well. I've been kind of reminiscing about the days back when I just played Quintop. I love that so much. I've been thinking of going back. And I do kind of want to play Teamfight Tactics again as well. It's... I'm just so indecisive. I'm not sure. I think the issue with Riot Games is they don't end. So if I'm playing something like Detroit Become Human, there's an ending, right? I can't play the game forever. But Riot Games, you could continue playing until you're 80. And the only reason you would actually finish the game is because you're too old. Not actually because there's gonna be an ending. Unless you want to count making it to Challenger as an ending. I think if you're like top 1%, you might as well have ended the game. You made it to the end. You're at the top. Can't really go much higher than that. Okay. This is what we're looking at. I'm gonna move the lovely reference image to the top. Oops. Okay. Oh, please tell me this is not pure white. It's pure white. Ah! Ah! Me and the gang hate pure white. I'm going to go for a bit of a cream color, okay? I'm so sorry, Mantis in a beehive. If this is not good enough for you, I'm so sorry. I need to be able to put highlights on an image. If I can't do that, it just doesn't work. Actually, I can put some of the things, the markings. I can pop that on here. That's fine. Okay, so that's on the ears and the cute little cheeks. Hold on. Let me make a circle, please. Thank you. Oh. Hold on. Okay, now please let me make a circle. Thank you. Oh, why is it doing that? I hate when it does that. I wish someone could explain this to me because it doesn't make any sense. Not to me, anyway. I just want this to be filled, but apparently Procreate has an issue with that if it's on the same layer with another color on it. It's so stupid. Oh, I didn't do an artfight update today. Because there's kind of no need. It's still the same as it was the other 2 days. So, yeah. Don't expect too much from Team Mystery and Team Tragedy. Okay, I'm sorry, that was mean. That was mean. I should not be saying that. They're doing good. They're doing good. They're being held back by not having enough players and maybe similar things as me, which means job, employment, responsibilities. And I really don't get to complain. I am like this close to burning out. You guys can't see my fingers. They're very close together. I'm like this close to burning out because it's just I haven't drawn this much ever. I'm drawing at like minimum 3 pieces a week, and I've never done that before. I don't think so. How's it looking? Okay, I think this is good. I'm actually gonna take the color from the little medallion. What do you call that thing on a collar? See, what is this? Why is it darker? I don't understand. I haven't done anything. Nothing's changed. Is the... Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put the... I'm gonna put that on a separate layer. Just to make sure. Especially because it's gonna be metallic later on. So I want to make sure I've got that separated from the main layer. I don't understand how people can draw on more than... on like one layer. How do you even do that? I would be so afraid because you can't even undo things properly. Like if you lost your chance to undo it, it's over. You have to redo it. I feel like that would bother me. That would bother me a lot. Okay, this is not much better. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn down the background color because I cannot see. Okay. I'm going to make the nose the softest pink that I can get my hands on. Like that? Oh, yeah. That's a perfect cat nose color. That is 100% the color of a cat's nose. Now the mouth is gray. I wonder if that's intentional because it's also a dragon, or if you know, if there's a bit of leeway, if there's a bit of creative liberty that I can take. Because I kind of want the mouth to be a real color, not gray. I'm not saying gray is not a real color. I love grays. You should see me. I wear grays most of the time. Love it. But I feel like for the mouth... Okay, I'm going to take some creative liberty here. Mantis, I'm so sorry if this is not the way you want it. I'm so sorry. I can change it. I can change it if you guys don't like it. Hold on. Okay. I am going to make the eyebrows. I don't know what these bits are called. I know a lot of furries and feral artists put this on. They're like eyebrows for the animals, but they're not really eyebrows, right? Or are they? I don't know what they are. I'm gonna call them eyebrows. But I'm just gonna make them slightly darker so that I can actually see them. Same with... Okay, I think... the inside of the ears... No, 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 no. No, I'm wrong. It should be the color of the nose, shouldn't it? It should be the color of the nose. I may go in and clean up the red fur bits on the inside of the ear. I might just leave the inside fur... I might just leave that white. Okay, just a bit of cleanup here and there. Okay. Now, the eyes. I am... I think they should be this color. And then we'll just make sure this is the lightest color in here. That the rest is just darker. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with the base colors. They're coming along nicely. actually make this yellow? So I'm not staying 100% true to the design of the collar. I'm going for a bit of a more simplistic look here. I kind of had flashbacks to Animal Jam spiked collars, and it kind of pushed me over the edge. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw a normal design, a very simplified version of it. Oops. Hello. Alpha lock, please. Okay. Now, I'm probably gonna get started on the eyes again. I can't stop myself. Eyes first. We're gonna do the eyes first. Of course, the eyes aren't actually looking at you. They're now looking away. We don't want that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. Should we make the eyes round? Okay, I'm gonna go for a round design this time. Oh yeah, look at her. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, I like that. Rookie mistake. Can I copy this over, or do I have to do it the boring way? Do I have to redo it? No, it's not right. It's not right. Is it? That right? No. Okay, I have to redo it. Of course I do. I don't like the way the symmetry tool functions in Procreate. I feel like there should be a button for it on the top near the transform tool. I think they belong together, so that you can easily like turn it on and off, and you don't have to go into the layers to fix that. I don't know, but that's just me. And we're once again... I think I have lost half my brain cells. I don't know why I keep forgetting to click that damn button. Although, I think this is the one time where it should actually be off. Because the light's coming from the same direction, right? So maybe we just keep that in mind and we keep it asymmetrical. Yeah, that's better. That's way better. I like that more. Sorry, guys. I just had to cough. I don't know what's wrong with me. I swear to God. Ever since I started working, my body's just slowly breaking. It's really annoying. Does that even show up? Oh, it barely shows up on screen. Okay. Ah! Okay, fine. We'll do it just a little bit lighter. Yeah. Oh, that's a perfect color almost. Okay. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. I'm going to be hasty and I'm going to add in the highlights again. I feel like this is a character that should be having more highlights. Should we put in a little heart highlight? Or wait, what kind of motifs are they using? Oh, I see stars and hearts. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with a little star then. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I'm gonna remove that one. And I'm just gonna go copy that over. Okay, and we'll move that one just a little bit. Maybe I should just take down the opacity just like 7%. I need my chromatic aberration. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is already looking like something. I like that. Should I keep it that way or should I add more to the eyes? I'm kind of tempted to add more because this is such a simple drawing. So maybe I will. Maybe I will later. I'll do some basic shading in the other areas before I do that though. Okay, yeah. Let's focus on some metallic stuff. I think I can do that all on one layer. The nice thing is, if you actually think about it, metals are incredibly easy to draw if you just see it as, you know, as something that doesn't need, that gets to be, it doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to look perfect because the entire point of metal is the way the light just hits it. You cannot make that look right. It never looks clean or anything because that's not what it's supposed to be, you know? So I can just go in and do this, and it kind of looks metallic. You kind of don't have to go super hard on that. Same with this here. I'm actually gonna make this an indent. And technically, all we need to do, I'm gonna make it a bit blue. Actually, I'm gonna make this one. I'm gonna make this one an airbrush. Okay. I'm gonna lower the opacity though. This is not what I meant with getting the opacity lower. Come on. Actually, no, this needs to be up top here. Okay, you do not understand what lowering opacity means, apparently. Yeah. I actually think that's not too bad. We just gotta get rid of the shadows in some areas on the indent. So, you know, make it look a bit more three-dimensional. Okay, yeah. I like that. And we're basically done with the metals already. Isn't that crazy? For the collar, I might just, because I'm assuming it's a leather collar, because that's, or faux leather, because that's usually what's being used for those. I'm pretty sure I have a leather texture. I'm either going to use that, but if this is too strong, I'm going to use something else. Old skin. I think I have to use the skin one. Does that look any good? If I go into this and just change the color, is that gonna... Ah, okay. Ugh, it does look like old skin. What about noise? Nope, don't like that one. Forgive me. I will go back to mint brush. I just like mint brush so much more. It's a way better brush. It's especially good for like adding like very, very nice texture into something without it being too strong. I might actually do the same thing for the tongue as well. Because I don't know if you've ever seen the texture of a tongue, but it's like, it's a bit fucked up in it. Great, I can't see it. Can I please... Oh. Okay, I know why. I know why. I have this on linear burn. Should I leave it that way? I'm kind of tempted to leave it that way. Oh, no! It's not because I have linear burn. It's because I'm on the wrong bloody layer. See how it kind of just adds a nice kind of texture to it without being too strong? Now, what about the horns? I might go... Okay, I'll do just regular shading on that. What kind of color? I think this screams for purple. I say as if I haven't used purple for all of my other pieces by now. Are we? No, we're not. Okay. I'm just gonna completely put shadows on the entire neck. I think that's probably for the best. Yeah, okay, I've got all the fur on one layer. That's good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing here. I'm trying to find a nice flow for the hair fur, but it's not really coming to me, and I'm a little bit afraid. I mean, that's fine. It's not too bad. But it's not 100%. I don't know. But I think that's on me. I think my line art's a bit shit. It's really difficult to like make... You kind of have to plan ahead when you draw your line art, and if you're putting more detail into it so that it makes sense based on the shadows that you're putting on the piece. I mean, it's fine. I'm not 100% a fan though, but that's so good. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it's still fine. I just don't like this one. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Should we do color burn again, or what's the difference between linear burn and multiply? Nothing. Okay. Okay, I prefer that. I am going to try and blend this out just a little bit. Come on. Like that. Does that look fine? I just have to build some of the color back in. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's not too big, but should I make it wider? I feel like I should be making it wider. Let's see what it looks like. What does that look like? That? Or that? That? Or that? I like that one more. I think that one makes more sense. Because it's like about the whole snout, right? It's not about the nose. You know, while I'm at it, because I'm having so much fun with the mint brush, I feel like the same should go for the nose. Because if you've ever looked at a nose, like close up, especially like a cat or a dog nose, it's kind of the same. I can't tell yet if I'm a fan of how much noise I'm using in this piece or if it's like bad. I envy people who can work well with noise and textures in general. It doesn't work for me quite as well. I'm not sure why, but I am very afraid of using too much noise in something, despite it usually looking good when other people do it. So I don't know why I'm so afraid, but I just am. Yeah. I'm gonna make this a bit stronger again. Okay. I kind of want these horns to glow. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna pop them down here. We're just gonna add a bit of Gaussian blush. We do the regular. No, the regular 3% doesn't even show up. Let's do 9. Should I put this on add? What if we put this on bloom as well? Let's leave it there. I'm thinking if I should blur some of that as well. Since I'm already blurring stuff, I might as well. No, I think I ruined it. Yeah, I think that's better. Not too much, but not too little. Oh, crap. I forgot about the ears. Oh, wrong brush. Okay, yeah. I think that's fine. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of color for the line art. It kind of helps me keep things like it allows me to see like the kind of colors and what they would look like when it's done. So it kind of gives me a chance to already play around. Usually I try to leave this to one of the last things I do, because after all of the shading, if you do it before all of the shading it is in, it can look a bit weird. So I like to wait with that. But I think in this case here, the shading is probably gonna be not much different. Not too strong. so I think I can get away with it. Okay, okay. We're getting somewhere. Oh, hold on. Now, I think this is an okay color. Just have to see. I don't want it to be black, but I still want the outline for the main white fur color to be, you know, to be visible, and I think that's good. I think that's fine. I just hope this works well with my shadow color. Okay, we'll see what this looks like. Okay, no. Usually the mouth and the eyes, I make sure that they stay black, just to make sure that they fully capture your attention more than anything else. And just the ears missing. Oh yeah. Hold on, I'm just having a drink. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, what are we looking like? I really like the eyes. I kind of want to work more on them, but I feel like if I'm gonna ruin it. So I'm gonna focus on a second layer of shadow. Can I get the exact same purple or nah? Okay. Well, we're gonna stick with that then. Just because it's a very light color, like the base color is very light. So I feel like in that case, instead of adding too many highlights, I'd like to add a secondary like shadow layer. I may blur that one though. Should I blur it? Should I go with more of a... On the other hand, I could... Oh, hold on. Where... I could go for... I could go for the comic route, and I could actually make it, the little things. I forgot what the little things are called. The things. What are they? The little dots. The halftone. Halftone. I'm looking for the word halftone. That's what I'm referring to. I feel like that would be cool. Maybe. So if I change this to linear again, and we just make this like that. Oh, that could work. I don't know. I feel like that could be cool. Provided I do it right, of course. I think worst case scenario. I'm gonna try mint brush. I am going to do this with Mr. Mint Brush. It's not the same, but it brings some of that noise, or like it introduces it again. If that makes sense, because we haven't done a lot with the noise, but if we just add it in a couple more places, it doesn't feel out of place. I hope I am making sense. I'm so sorry if that's not the case. I don't know, it feels like it adds a little bit of something to it. But it's not too strong, you know? Might actually lower it even more. Does it still show up? Yeah. Okay, good. I'm thinking about adding that into the eyes. Am I gonna regret that? We'll see. Okay. I actually think this is good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Oh, hold on here. I have to turn it off. I forgot that I moved the highlight. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's nice and it's very subtle. It's not too much of a deal, you know? Okay. I don't know. Should I be adding highlights? I feel like if I want to add highlights, I have to do it. I have to do it the fun way with a light brush. Where's the luminance? I don't know. I wonder if that's a good idea. Hold on. That is astonishingly pink. No, okay. I've actually had a different idea. What if we use this bad boy? Because the Eddystone, it's kind of got a bit of a hair texture in a way. Would that be a good idea? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'll see how this goes. But it's subtle, but it's not like, I don't know, too subtle, you know? You can still see it. It's still there. I might actually keep it like that. Don't want to overdo it. Okay, okay. I like it. Okay, I should probably be thinking about background right about now. I feel... what do I feel like? I don't know. I feel like pulling out the meander one again. I really like using this to give it a kind of cutout effect. So I might do that. Thing is, I've already got the white whiskers. So we'll see if it works. Oh my god, it's ginormous. That's not what I want. Okay, yeah, that's better. I'm actually really glad that I'm not using a face cam because I'm just sitting here kind of like a shrimp. I'm not having the best posture, so it wouldn't be the best thing to look at. Okay. I'm actually really happy I did this with the symmetry tool. That way I can kind of make the effect look a little bit more seamless. Okay, now I've got to be careful over here. The meander brush works really well for rounder and more simplistic styles, I find. And because there's so much detail here in this area, it's... I have to be a bit careful. Should I put it around the horns? Ah, it's annoying because I've already added the glow. Okay, I'm gonna remove the glow. See what it's gonna look like with just this. We can add it back in. It was really simple. Now the real question is, can I draw a nice line that's parallel to my actual line, or am I too stupid for that? Oh, I do like it more than the glow. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. We can add the glow back in, I think, with... Oh, hold on. I didn't even finish my highlights, now that I'm thinking about it. Hold on. I think I know how we can add that back in. Okay, if we now duplicate this, set this to normal, and give it a bit of a blur. Does anybody see this? Oh, it barely shows up. That's crazy. That's perfect. That's how I like it. Saturate this one a little. Great. I see it even less because I decided to keep the alpha lock on. God, I am not with it today. There, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now the glow's more on the inside, which is fine. I might... Okay. I might bring it on the outside just a little bit. Just the tiniest bit. But I have to be super, super careful. I just... Oops. No. Don't do that. Just don't want it to be too strong. Yeah, 5%. So that way it's still within the little lines. Okay. We actually have something we can look at. Now, the actual background. I'm thinking we go for a very soft pink that kind of mimics the nose. And to fully make sure that the character is like separated from the background, I am going to... I'm gonna add a circle in the back. Make it a profile pic. Okay. Now I want this to be smack dab in the middle. However, we need a different color. We need a different color. Should I go for like... What if I use the eye color blue? But I do that thing that I did with one of the other pieces. It's such a fun trick, really. And I just remove the bottom. Yeah, look. See, that way it doesn't contrast too much with the collar. But there's still this contrast there so that you can actually see the character. I'm gonna put this on overlay. On 70%. Yeah. And it still looks good, you know? Now, ideally... If I can... Where's that stupid rosette? It's not here, is it? It's on here. Yeah. No, it doesn't show up. I have to press lightly. I have to press lightly. Like an idiot. Okay. Set that to multiply. Ooh. Can I go back in? Let me fix some of that up. Well, maybe if we set this down. Okay, I barely want this visible. Does it show up on screen? Okay, it shows up on screen. Very, very... But only like the tiniest bit. Oh my god, I'm actually really happy with this. It looks cute. It's got a nice amount of shading. I like the background. Nice. I need to add those back in. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe. Okay, stick with me here. I'm trying something new. I want to see if I can bring those out a little bit more if I just add a bit of blur to it. On the other hand, what about motion blur? Do I get to choose the direction? Oh, no, I don't. Pyong. Okay. Yeah, let's not add that then. I think if we just add that blur, I think that's nice. Maybe a different color though. Can I offset it like with a bluish? Hold on. I'm hoping I'm making sense what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to make sure that the whiskers can stand out, but that they're not like you know, I don't want them to disappear since the character already has white fur. Using white for the whiskers, I kind of just want to make sure that they stand out, and then we merge these. Yeah, and I just let them disappear into the fur. What do you think? I like that. I actually really like that. Okay, it worked out. Lucky. Maybe I do know color theory. Maybe. Just a little. Just the teeniest, tiniest bit. Come on. Oh my god, I'm really happy with this. This looks really nice. I'm actually happy with something I make for once. Incredible. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I like it. I'm gonna leave it at that. If I start adding more stuff, it's gonna look bad. I'm afraid of that. And I don't want that to happen. Beautiful. And we got done just in under 1.5 hours. Crazy. The powers of making a headshot instead of a usual half body bust. Oh no, but I really like it. I'm happy with the eyes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. Now, I usually like to stream for 2 hours. However, not today. I've got work again tomorrow and I don't want to start off a new piece if I can't finish it in the next hour, which I don't think I will be able to do. I seem to be allergic to finishing within 2 hours. So, yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that, but I'm hopefully going to stream again next week. I'm not 100% sure. I'm feeling a little bit burnt out, and I want to make sure it doesn't get that far. So I might be streaming next week. I might not be. We will see. We will see. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for watching. See you next week, hopefully. Bye.